Hey, Frats here with a storytime video, and today's storytime video is about the time that I had a babysitter. Now, it's not this crazy moment in my life history where like I can just think back and say like, oh my gosh, that was so cool. Nah, it's not one of those. It's just it's one of those moments where I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw her doing this. So enough babbling about what's going to happen. Let's get into the story time. So it's just a random Saturday on the weekend during the summer, and my mom comes in my room during the evening around 1 o'clock telling me that she's going to be gone for a few days and she's going to have a babysitter. And so I say okay. I'm not even going to like say anything. I just say okay. So she's like, all right. So later that night, before she goes to work, she goes downstairs, calls me down, and say, all right, here's what you need to do. You need to do this, and you need to like do what she says. Make you some food. Here's some money for pizza, and then just play your game, how long you want. So I'm like, all right, this is gonna be cool. Like nothing's gonna happen. She doesn't mess with me. I don't mess with her. So. My mom leaves. I'm just staying home alone for about 20 minutes, and then I hear a knock on the door, and I don't know how I hear a knock on the door because my room is like on the upstairs on the other side of the at the end of the hallway. So I don't know how I heard the door knocked, but I heard knocking at the door, and I go to see who it is, and yeah, it's the babysitter, because my mom showed me a picture of the babysitter when she showed me her details on the babysitting app. So I open the door, and there's a lady with her, and I'm like, oh, it's probably her mom. And yeah, it's her mom. When I open the door, the mom introduces herself. She's like, hi, like she'd never seen a kid before, and she's like so excited to be here and babysit. But it was her mom and her daughter. So the babysitter is like, yeah, my mom is just gonna be here for a little while, just making sure everything goes great. And then her mom pulls up like 2 thumbs up at me, and while smiling, and I'm like, all right, don't be weird. But I said that in my head. I didn't really say that. But yeah, the babysitter introduces herself, and the mom introduces herself. She's like, yeah, my name is this. Yeah, So I'm like, all right, cool. Make yourself here while you're here. And she's like, all right, thank you. And so I go upstairs, and I'm just like, wow. This is probably going to be a cool night. Not really, though. But I go upstairs, start playing my game with my friends, and then, yeah, nothing really happened except, I tell them that, I asked one of my friends, I asked them something, I can't remember what it was, but I asked them something, and they replied with, the strangest answer ever, but, I'm going to have to, remember that. I can't really remember that. So I'm just playing for about, 20 to 30 minutes. Right, and then I start to get hungry. So I was going to go order pizza, but I was going to save that for tomorrow. So I just go downstairs to make me a sandwich. And as I'm going downstairs, I see that my babysitter's sleeping, and her mom is watching TV in the extra room. And the extra room had a couch, a big screen TV, and a dresser just in case any of my family members visited here, and they had to take my room, so I would go in there. So, I see her mom, she waves at me while I'm going downstairs, and then I see the babysitter on the couch, sleeping. Now, I don't know why she slept on the couch, but it was in the living room, so I can understand, she didn't have anywhere to sleep, but I don't know why she was sleeping. So, and this is before I knew that she was not sleeping. So I go in the kitchen, and the kitchen, you can see the top of their head, and I can see her her facing the back of the couch. So yeah, so that's really weird. And then I see that she's not sleeping. She was doing something that I wouldn't expect a babysitter to do next at a 12-year-old's house. She is laying down and smoking a cigarette. Now, I don't understand why, because she doesn't really know my mom. She hasn't really talked to my mom yet. She just, hired her, and she didn't have a chance to talk because, she was, had to go to work early. And so, yeah, I see her, and I am just pissed off. Like, she's smoking in this house of strangers, basically. She doesn't know me, doesn't know my mom, and she's doing this while her mom is here. So I already know, and I'm thinking of a reason why. I'm thinking that her mom is here for a reason like this. And so yeah, so I am just like looking at her smoking, and I'm just like, really? Like, what's happening? Like, what's happening right now? Are you serious? And so I go upstairs, and she doesn't hear me at all. And I go upstairs, and I just hop back on the game with my friends, and I tell all of them what happens. And and they don't believe me. But one of my friends asked me, like, what's the name of the girl? And, like, I told him, and he's like, I think I heard that name before. Like, that's what he told me, like, just like that. He was like, I think I heard that name before. And he did. Like, literally, the girl that's babysitting me, he met because her mom and his mom were good friends. So, yeah. And I guess that's, like, really, like, why. I think that's why my mom chose her to babysit me. I don't know. So after he tells me this, I'm like, wow, well, did you know that she's smoking on my couch right now? And he's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, she's smoking on my couch, laying down just smoking. And I know she's trying to hide it because she's facing towards the back of the couch so no one can see it. And she's doing this all while I'm downstairs and her mom is in the other room. So she really probably doesn't even care. And he's like, I'm gonna be there in a minute. Let me go tell my friend. And his friend had a brother that was over there just to watch him, like, because he had a friend over at his house, and his brother was there with him to, like, supervise and stuff. And they were, like, really good friends with his brother. So his brother has a car. He drove him over to my house, and like 10 minutes later, he gets here. We go through the back door because there was, like, a glass door, and you slide it. Didn't make that much noise, but it made enough noise to, like, when they're, like, going to hear you come in. So I'm surprised she didn't hear. And when my friend comes in, he sees that she's clearly smoking. I don't know why she's still doing it. Like, it's already been like 10 minutes and stuff, so, like, there's no point in really doing that. So, like, and then once he turns around and tries to walk back so we can go in my room and just hang out, and she hears him. She hears his small footsteps, because, like, the floors weren't really that creaky, but, like, I don't know how she heard. And she heard, and when she turns around, she just looks so guilty. And she's just saying, like, she's just asking us, like, when did we get down here, and what are you doing? And I just tell her, I saw. And she tries to act stupid. She's like, saw what? And, like, I just can't believe it. Like, I am just dumbfounded after she says this. Like, and so I just tell her, like, yeah, I saw. So, yeah, she starts apologizing. Her mom hears and comes in the room, and I basically tell her mom what happened, and they leave. And the mom comes back and babysits me for the rest of the time, which was 3 days. And I ordered pizza. 3 days. Instead of making me a sandwich. I ordered pizza that day, ordered pizza the next day, ordered pizza the next day. And my mom came back to me ordering pizza and eating it. And I did give some to the mom, but yeah, she was really nice. She didn't really, like, bother me that much, but, like, she was really nice. So yeah, that's the end of that story time. Me and my friend just hung out, like, the whole time. Like, he did not go back to his house. He just stayed with me the whole time. And, like, the babysitter's mom just watched us both. So yeah, that's the end of that story time. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.